Hi, I'm Brunson of Modern Photography Group, and today I'm here to talk to you about our memory booklet that is directly geared toward our elementary and middle school groups. So that could be a fifth grade graduation, middle school band, or even middle school magnet programs that want to do something special. So this is a sample of what it looks like, and we've done this on the high school level. And so at the high school level, we do these as gifts when they order a prom or a senior event or something like that, or even a homecoming. So as you can see, there's a lot of pictures in here, and that's geared toward the high schools. Now, what we're doing now is developing a similar booklet, but it's geared toward your any specialty groups that you have. So for instance, what we're going to talk more about today is a fifth grade graduation booklet and what it looks like and what it entails. So if you go on our website, which is piercebrunsonphotography.com, that's PIERCEBRUNSON photography.com, you'll go to our elementary and middle school photography page. Now the big thing that we don't do, as a reminder for everybody, is we don't do general yearly school pictures. We do more project based stuff. So to help you to do fundraisers and do something special for the kids. So this is a event photography package that we've put together. And a couple of the reasons, and these are read right off the web page itself, is low cost and affordability. We want to brand your school, and we want people to be able to connect to your school through SEO. We want family enjoyment and appreciation. We want to increase positive relations with schools and their surrounding communities. So as communities see kids with these, they want to know that something positive is going on in the school. And then we want to continue to do what we do as a company for our high schools, is to allow and let unlimited access, downloading, and sharing of those high resolution files. And now we'll get into that a little bit more as we move forward. So let me just kind of scroll up here. Now, the memory booklet itself is 12 pages. Okay, it includes a portrait of every student. Now let's talk about the portrait part that we do for every student. What we're doing is a unique process where the portrait is actually on a step and repeat backdrop that is specialized, and we're sponsoring it, and specialized with the logos of the school. So those logos will be on the back of, will be printed out on a backdrop, and we'll use that backdrop along with our logo to capture the kid's portrait image on, and each portrait will go into the booklet separated by class and named. Okay, so that's the first part. So you have a specialized backdrop of your school, and it'll have your logo on there. The second part is that in the booklet, schools can add up to, and now logistically we're still working this out, but what we believe based on our count is, if you don't want them too small, you can add up to about 75 or 100 additional images in there. So when we do a high school booklet, we get a lot of images in there, but they're 1 inch by 2 inches and stuff like that. So we just want to make sure that everybody knows that the larger the images, due to the space in this 8.5 by 11 booklet, we're going to just have about 75 pictures that we can put in, and you provide those. So the school provides those. The next thing is, once we do the portrait of each student, that portrait will then go onto our site, and like we talked about before, we want to give parents the opportunity to be able to access and download that image once they put in a password. So when they put in a password, they can come and download the image, the backdrop portrait image of their child. So that's another thing that this booklet is really good for, is giving the parents one additional thing from the school that they don't have. Also, we understand that the books, which especially with fifth graders, are a little thin, but we also will provide their 9 by 12 plastic sleeves, and on the back of each plastic sleeve you can just put a label of the kid's name, so that if they drop the plastic sleeve, it'll still have their name on it, and they can just put their booklet, take their booklet in and out of that in case it's raining that day. They'll be able to take them home safely. From there, what we want to do is to then engage with your teachers, students, and parents at another event. Say you have a carnival or fair. What we're going to do then is come back to that fair with no charge, with that step and repeat backdrop, and we're going to capture some images for you guys, and that may be something that you can set up as a booth where people give tickets or something to that effect, and you can then earn money. So there's a couple of ways with this where not only can you, what we said before, is to, family enjoyment and appreciation. People are going to appreciate the booklet itself, but then how can we now do something a little bit more to help your school, whether it be offset cost or even increase revenues at a future event. Now, most future events are definitely going to be pending as long as we have the space on our schedule. We can do it. If it doesn't conflict with some other paid events, then we'll make sure that we get there to take care of that. All right, so keep the video short. I'm then going to go over what the booklet would look like, and this is kind of an idea and a markup. Okay, so you have, of course, your main title page. This is the booklet, 12-page booklet, main title page, and then on the inside you're going to have your school administration, your school info, your administration info, and then a big group of your 5th grade teachers. Okay, that if we're doing, like, for example, a 5th grade booklet. Then from there on the first page, you're going to have, or the third page actually, but when you open the booklet, you'll see it. It's a general candidates we'll have there. And then we start getting into the classes. Now, this is where we'll have the kids' pictures here, and then another picture of their teacher. Okay, if we have enough space to put candidates on this page, we will, if they're smaller groups, but really we have it designed where we can get a block of 30 kids on each page. So we can do one class here, another class here, and then our middle spread is designed for those candidates that you want to send to us. So we can, put them in here nice and do a nice collage for you, but it's a middle spread collage, so it'll just flow across the page when the kids open it and look at that particular booklet. Then we'll continue on with additional class portraits. So let's just say on the first 2 class portrait pages, you have more than, of course, you're going to have more than just 2 classes. So this is where the 3rd class would fall, and then the 4th class pictures would fall. So let's just say if you only have 4 pictures, then you have 2 more pages to work with. You can leave one as a this is the inside back cover, one as a page where the kids can sign, nice things, or you can put another class here, or what you can do is just fill it up with additional candidates. So then the final thing on the back cover pages is we'll have our sponsor logo here, and then the student name down here at the bottom. We'll just put a label there for you, or you can put a label there, and then on the back cover, it can just be Lynch, it can just be blank. Kids can sign there too. Or if you want to go out to your community and then get people to just sponsor the back of this, then that's some additional revenue that you can bring into your school. So overall, that's the 12-page booklet and how it's going to look and how it's going to be marked up. Now, just remember, the biggest key to getting this done by the end of the year, a lot of things happen in May throughout all the schools. So what we need to do is get the portraits at least shot in February and early March. We can get those shot, get your step and repeat backdrop developed, get those things shot, and then as we go along in early May, if you need it by the end of May, we can then just get the candid images, get them in there, and then have the person that's responsible just proof the work that we've done, proof the work, the names of the kids, and then we go from there. So yes, with this, we'll develop it and put it together, but then you proof it. And what we'll be using is Publisher, and so that everybody has basically a tool that they can use in that. So we'll be using Microsoft Publisher to get this thing completed, and we'll make sure that when we communicate, we make sure everybody understands the pluses and minuses of this type of product. Now, it is not a hardcover book. That's the biggest thing. It is a thin booklet. Now, this is only 8 pages, so it's going to be a little bit thicker than this, but it is a thin memory type of booklet. If you start doing hardcovers and all that other stuff, the costs go up. The cost for this one is going to be at least $9 per kid to get everything completed. That's where we should probably fall there. And we work in the Tampa Bay area, so we work in Pinellas and Hillsborough County. And that's something that we'd love to do with your schools. And our biggest key is to work with schools that want this product for your kids. We're not looking to really reach out and do 800 of these. We really want to connect with schools that are saying, this is something we'd like to do for our kids, and then we can go from there. Okay, so we once again, I'm Pierce Brunson with Modern Photography Group, and I hope this video was informative. You can ask any questions down at the bottom on this YouTube page, or you can just email me directly at contact@Modern Photography Group. You can send your questions there, or you can just call us. The phone number is in the description. Our phone number is also 727-599-6153, and then we can go from there. We look forward to working with you guys with your school booklets, and we'll see you soon.